Welcome to Michigan Stadium, the Big House in Ann Arbor. The SEC and the Big Ten going nose to nose. Two of the most storied programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma paying visit to the homestanding Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. We go down to the field now in Hollywood.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the Big House. Back to you.
So Oklahoma's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Quarterback making checks. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The sure hands, it's Johnson. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Underwood on the play action. He wants to go deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They're going back to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Trying to make something happen. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. And taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Complete out of the backfield.
That's when I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
The attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Running to Green. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. My, oh my, 41 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what
he uncorks one deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying the left side. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. And he's wrestled to the ground.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Zings it complete to the right. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got him, and he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Defense looks as if it's coming. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Thinking here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Extra point here will tie the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Runs through a tackle. He now has 53 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Finding some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Underwood unleashes one. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Rushes on him, and he never had a chance.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Marsh. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Underwood in the gun on third down. Finds his man. Running through contact. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Got a man in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing, Underwood. Under fire. He'll throw it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Underwood. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Here's a hit. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it down the field. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Fighting Irish coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mateer. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he's got some space. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. With the catch, it's Sategna. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. With it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it. In the passing game, I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time. To go to the other guy, to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Here's Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the 1st down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some pin.
And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. At the end of that play, there's a Sooner who is slow to get up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Underwood. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. Got room at the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They're dealing with a second and long. Throwing, Underwood, going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck-up from...
Could be an alley.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
and the Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He leaves it with his back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Makes it past the marker. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all the pressure back on your opponent.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Here's Underwood to throw. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got it. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
He's got it on the sideline.
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Underwood makes the catch, and they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They feed him again. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. On the move. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Throwing, Underwood. Spits it out to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Last chance coming up. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.